What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the JR Experience. It's JR back with a brand new video. So, finally got the big news yesterday. After 45 days, 45 long days, finally, George Zimmerman has been arrested for the murdering of Trayvon Martin. 45 days is way too long. We all know that, but you know what? We got an arrest. Finally got an arrest. You know, everybody that put time in, and social media has been big for this, putting the word out there, keeping Trayvon Martin's face out there, keeping spreading the word worldwide, signing petitions, you know, rallying. You know, sometimes you got to raise a little hell to get what you want, and you know that's what people did, and in a good manner, in doing what they need to do for justice for Trayvon. So I'm happy for that. Happy for the family. At least they got an arrest for right now. And at least they got that. At least something that they got. They got this man. They got George Zimmerman. He's not at home chilling and kicking it. You know, he's not out, you know, living his life, because Trayvon is dead. Trayvon should still be here. Trayvon should be at school, right? Trayvon should be right now at home watching the game, or at home doing some homework, or at home doing whatever he wants to do, being a 17-year-old boy. But instead, he's dead. He's dead because a man took matters into his own hands. In his own hands, because he assumed another black man was going to come into his neighborhood and rob one of those homes. And that's what my opinion is. My opinion is that this man who called the police over about 50 times, the head of the neighborhood watch, he called in over and over again. He called the police. This man who took matters in his own hands because he was sick of the burglaries going on in his neighborhood. So this man took it in his own hands, said, "You know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm gonna go get this nigga." That's in my mind. I'm put an end to this shit. We've heard the 911 calls. We've heard the 911 calls, them huffing and puffing, they told him, "Hey, we got this." No, they told him to not pursue Trayvon. Not to pursue Trayvon. And he did it anyways. So that lets you know this man said, "No, fuck that. I'm going to do whatever I want to do." So one, he went against authority. So, and that don't sound like being self-defense to me. Self-defense is not you coming out of your home going after somebody. That sounds like you're being the aggressor. If Trayvon came to your home, knocked on your door, came in and tried to rob you or do something to harm you, and you reacted, that is self-defense. Self-defense is not looking out of your window, seeing something suspicious, and you saying to yourself, "Oh man, I'm scared for my safety. Let me go get out of my house and let me go chase this man down." No. No. And if that's stand your ground, I don't want to stand your ground to be here in California, I'll tell you that. Please don't put that. I hope it's not here. You know, we need to start checking these laws and say, well, people can just do whatever the heck they want to do with a gun, because of these little laws that protect people to just, I guess, shoot anybody. But it's terrible. This man took it in his own hands because he assumed that Trayvon was in a hoodie, and he thought he was on drugs, thought he was acting crazy. What do you say? They always get away. These coons, you know. So he don't like black folks. He don't like black people at all. We already know that. We got the gist of that. He got tired of it. He got tired of it. He was not going to let another black man in his mind rob another home. So he went out there and put an end to it. But you know what happens when you assume? And if you don't know, now you're about to know. You're about to know what happens when you assume. He assumed wrong. You know, my dad used to always tell me, "Hey, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to be in jail for the rest of your life. It doesn't take much to be in jail. Just make one mistake. You could hit a man, he fall down, hit his head, and die. Boom, you in jail for the rest of your life. Doesn't take much to make him one mistake. One mistake. So you better know what you're doing. You better be on your P's and Q's. And George Zimmerman was on his P's and Q's. One mistake might end him up in jail for the rest of his life. And I hope so. I hope so. I really, really do. You know, this is just one part. This is just one piece. There's one step in the process of getting this man in jail forever. It's just one step. But right now, even though we got this going, even though we got him arrested, now they have a pretrial where they can use this stand your ground as a defense. And the judge gets to hear it. And if the judge sees fit, he could throw the case all the way out. Just in one clean swoop. So it's a long way to go in this trial. But Angela Corey, she threw the book at him. And I got to give her all that. And her team of lawyers, hey, kudos to them. I hope they pursue this man. I hope they're on their A game. I hope the lawyer for Trayvon Martin, I hope he's on his A game. They're going to have to bring it. They're going to have to bring it. Because they're going to try to poke holes. They're going to try to do everything to make Trayvon into a little monster. I already know it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I hope not. I mean, this case has gone worldwide. And I know there's people out there saying, well, yeah, there's a lot more, for every Trayvon Martin, there's somebody else. And that's definitely true. But, every year, there's something that comes across the news that the media takes and puts to us, where people gravitate to, where people feel for, and people just connect with it, and this is it. Because Trayvon definitely could have been anybody. He could have been my brother. I don't even have a brother, but if I have, he could have been my brother. He could have been me. He could be my cousin. He could be my best friend. He'd be my best friend's brother. He could be anybody. He could be anybody that you know. Just walking home from the store with some damn Skittles and an Arizona iced tea. It's a damn shame. It really, really is. The boy, he should still be here. He should still be here living his life. But instead, he's gone. But he's in a much better place. Much better place. But, but he's looking down. He knows. He got people here for him that are trying to get justice for him and for his family, so his family can have some type of closure. And until this man's in jail for the rest of his life, they will have no closure. So the fight is not over with. Still ongoing. People still got to keep the name out. Don't get complacent and just forget about this trial. Got to stay on it. Keep the word out there. Keep the word out there. And it's going to be something. This trial's going to be something else. It's going to be definitely must-see TV. It's going to be held at the same courthouse that Casey Anthony was held at. Casey Anthony's trial was. And just my only fear is if this man is not brought to justice, it could be hell in Orlando. It could be a mess. It could be some riots. And I definitely hope not. I definitely hope not, because we don't need to act like that. That's what they expect us to do. That's what people expect black people to do. That's what they expect. Don't do that. Don't give them that. Don't let them see you sweat like that. You can be angry, but keep it cool. Keep it cool. Self-control. Self-control is the key. If this does not go in the way that we would like it to go. So people in Florida, black people in Florida, people, white people, whoever, people that are all nationalities, if you are in this and this is enraging you, this trial, keep it cool. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Don't mess up your city. Don't do that. That's not justice for Trayvon. That's not going to work. That's not going to help anything. It's not going to help nothing. So hopefully everything works out. It's in God's hands now. It's in the lawyer, and hopefully everything works out in the favor of the Martin family. Just keep your prayers for them, and that's all you can do. Now just sit and wait, and hopefully everything works out in their favor. And I want to say before I end this video, like I said before, there's a lot of killings, a lot of murdering of black kids all around the world. There's a lot of black kids, white kids, all type of children, teenagers, grown people, grown folks, and they don't get the shine. The media doesn't talk about that, so we don't know. We don't know. We can't rally around. People can't rally around every murder that goes around because the media does not tell us everything. The media does not tell us everything. They tell us what they want to tell us. So we only can understand what we see and what we get to. So you got to pay attention to your neighborhoods, pay attention to what's going on. There's a lot of grieving families out there. And my heart aches for everybody who has lost a child, who's lost a son, a daughter, a grandchild. My heart aches for them. People who have not been able to see a child that they love grow up and to be who they want to be. My heart aches for them. My heart aches for them just like my heart aches out for the Trayvon Martin family. It's sad when a person 17 years old, dead and gone, and was not able to live his life, was not able to even to go to college, to just to go out and be himself and be the best that he could be. He couldn't even do it yet because of one man took matters into his own hands. So my heart aches for all the families out there who have lost a child, a loved one. It's sad. It's very much so, very sad. And one more thing I want to say is, in the black community, You know, right now we're rallying. Right now we're rallying around each other. We're rallying for Trayvon Martin, but we gotta rally around and for the community. Period. For all of each other, because it's not only, yes, it is a white man killing a black killing Trayvon Martin. Yes, it's terrible. It's kind of like Emmett Till all over again. That's how this case feels to me. You know, people who just hate black people. There's people who do hate blacks, but we can't hate them back. We can't have that happen. We can't have that happen. As much racial divide as we still have today, and this Trayvon Martin case puts it back into the forefront. As far as we have come, it's still the same. People are still going to have the same mindset. People are still going to have hate in their heart, and there's nothing you can do to change it. It's always going to be like that. Race is always going to be like that. It's just always, that's how it's always going to be. There's always going to be a few bad apples in the bunch that just doesn't give a damn. You know, me and you may not see, me and you may love each other and may not look at color like that, but there's many people who do. They look at color, and color is there. Race is there. The racial divide is there. If you don't see color, something's wrong with you. It's there. The stereotypes, everybody reads in the stereotypes. The stereotypes are there. They're not going nowhere. But are you going to break the stereotype? That's the thing. Be different. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to be different. In the black community, we have there's nobody, in my opinion, who have so much hate towards one another than ourselves. We kill ourselves. It's not the white person just trying to kill us. It's not the Latino man trying to kill us. It's not any other type race that's trying to kill us more than ourselves. We take our own selves out way more than anybody else does in the community. Just put on the news. We're taking our own selves out. We have to stop it. It has to stop. It has to stop. You know, black on black crime is always going to be there because we hate ourselves way more than anybody else. Let's check that. Put that in check. We got to stop 2012. It happened way too long for brothers killing each other, sisters killing each other. For what? We got to better each other, better ourselves, better your brother, better your sister, better your mother, better your father. That's not what your father or your mother raised you to be. Okay? That's the stereotype they want you to be. Be different. Be different. Don't be scared to be different. We have to stop. And hopefully maybe this case will bring black community back together. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But you know, if it changed one person, it can change the next person, and that's maybe it's another. Maybe it could be an effect on everybody. But you know, black people, we gotta start looking at ourselves in the mirror. Looking at ourselves in the mirror, and the people that are doing wrong out there, who are out there with guns and tearing up neighborhoods, got to stop it. Look yourselves in the mirror. Check yourself. Or who are you bettering? Are you bettering your community? Are you bettering your family? Are you bettering your parents? Is that what you were raised to do? Got to change. It has to change in the black community. So this case still got me riled up a little bit because it brings a lot of different stories, a lot of things we could talk about all day long about this killing in the community and race, but that's for another video. I can go even deeper, but I think you understand where I'm coming from. Leave your comments. Hope you enjoyed this video. You know, and justice for Trayvon is coming. It's definitely coming. So rate this video, like this video, comment, leave your feedback. Check out my other videos. I did another video today about music review. Check that out after this video. Subscribe to my channel. Many more videos to come. Talk to you later. Peace. I'm through.